Welcome back. Now, just days after the UAE and Israel ratified a free trade deal, the Dubai International Chamber is opening an office right here in Tel Aviv. We spoke to the group's director. Take a listen. Well, here to tell us more about it, Omar Abdulaziz Khan is the Executive Director for the International Offices at Dubai Chambers. Thank you very much indeed for coming to our studios.
It's great to be here today.
So, why is now the right time to open an office in Tel Aviv? And can you tell us a bit about how it will operate?
Well, the time has never been better. With 2 years of a track record after the Abraham Accords, Dubai has really proven itself as an excellent partner to Israel. And when we started our relationship, we said this is a great case study. We're starting from zero in terms of bilateral trade relationships and more, and we've reached new heights. We had $157 million in bilateral trade in 2020. That went to almost 1.2 million in 2020, 2 billion in 2021, and now we're getting closer to touching 2 billion. And Dubai now is actually investing and accelerating the growth with its partners. And now we're growing our network of international offices. We have 12 in 11 countries that speak 9 languages, and now 3 more are being added, including the one in Tel Aviv. And next year we're adding at least 12 to 16 more. And this is going to increase the bandwidth to Israel and out of Israel in connecting it to the world. And this is something we can do, whether it's technology, whether it's software, whether it's capabilities, whether it's talent and people. This is something we're committed to any of the destinations we connect to our network. And we think after a few years of we've proven ourselves as a great partner, and we want to take it to the next level.
Absolutely. Looking ahead to the future, and it's interesting how you say that relations with Israel were at ground zero, because of course the countries didn't have relations until very recently. So it is interesting to see that. When it comes to trade with Israel, which sectors, which industries do you think offer the most exciting opportunities?
Well, historically, both Dubai and Israel are very strong in the precious gems, and that kicked off the high-value trade. However, we're seeing a lot of trade in technology, in machinery, in equipment, and then as well in software. So more specifically, we're looking at fintech, because about the financial industries are about 2.9% of our economy in the UAE, about $11 billion. So this is an area where Israel can really play part, and we're just talking to companies that are already set up with one of our banks and now expanding to the second one. Health tech. Again, we spend a lot on our healthcare, and of course, we're very happy to have Aviv Clinic, one of the pioneers that have set up there. So again, whatever you platform and whatever you bring from Israel to Dubai, it goes to the world. It's an aspirational brand and product. So if you're placed there, people from all over the world visit, whether it's in exhibitions or whether they're tourists, and they said, I want that in my country. I want this brand. I want this company, and so on. And of course, we have agri-tech and food security. This is something, as I mentioned, is something very important. We import 85% of our food products. So again, we've met a lot of companies in vertical farming and agri-tech, and so this is a huge industry that we can leverage off. To mention a few, and of course, the metaverse and the digital economy in general is something that we are working very hard to transform ourselves into the digital and knowledge economy. And Israel does expend a lot of hours and a lot of dollars in research and development. This is an area where we have a gap in. We are excellent in trading, exporting, promoting, but research and development is the new trend that we are trying to bring into Dubai, whether it's talent, whether it's the companies, whether it's the patents or products, and Israel is very strong in that area, and so it's complementary.
So Israel has an edge there, and you're trying to bring Israeli experts into Dubai to work on that. And you guys are experts at this, of course, at the Dubai Chamber of Commerce. The organisation was founded back in the 1960s, and it's really flourished since then.
Well, it's been, as I said, it's been a long road with steady progress, decade after decade, and we're very proud to have gone from 450 members to now having 320,000 members, especially in 2022. We've had a bumper crop of members in terms of a record, all-time record of about, we're expecting 40,000 new members to come into Dubai. So the chamber works on many different channels, of course. First, we have 3 chambers. One works on an advocacy and creating a good environment. One, it's called the Dubai Chamber for the Digital Economy, to bring in the best and brightest digital companies to sort of put us on business steroids, to accelerate us in every field. And of course, the Dubai International Chamber is also investing in expanding the network of its international offices. So now Israel will have a big group of business relations development managers around the world. We are currently in Latin America, in Sub-Saharan Africa, in China, in Central Asia, and now in Tel Aviv, and we're expanding to many more markets. So you can consider, Israeli companies can look at these as their own business development managers blockchained. By being a part of this organization in the Dubai International Chamber, they instantly have access to on-the-ground information, contacts, and relationships that business men and women can take meaningful decisions on.
And it's also about helping Emirati businesses who are looking to get into the Israeli market. What kind of obstacles have they faced so far, and how can you help them to overcome them?
I think it's still a new market for us. We're very happy now to have the embassy and the consulate, and we're working, when we were setting up our own office, we worked with the consulate, and it was a good exercise. I think the market is quite sophisticated and quite developed, and I think step one, when we open an office, first, we raise our flag and let all our partners here know that we are there. And step two, we take a big sort of educational tour of all the different cities and regions and understand their strengths and the opportunities, because we feel like we always have to re-educate ourselves and then our own business community about what's really on the ground. We did the same with China, we did the same with Ethiopia, we did the same with Kenya or Brazil. There are lots of nuances, lots of contacts in every country, and sometimes if you just go to the website or the general internet, you're not going to get the really meaningful information that a business development manager will get. So step one for us is to help understand and re-educate ourselves on the Israeli business environment, whether it's the small, the micro, the entrepreneurs, or the multinationals here.
The Emirati leadership have made it clear they want to double the size of the economy by 2030. Quite an ambitious goal. And at the same time as this office in Tel Aviv, you're also opening offices in Cairo and in Turkey this week as well. Just tell us a bit about how Dubai, as a regional hub and a global hub, will help achieve the goals of the Emirati leadership.
Well, our goals are all about sustainability. And I'm not talking about the environmental sustainability only. They're about the sustainability of any relationship, especially business relations. Now, we have the CEPA agreement with Israel that removes about 96% of the tariffs on products. We have done the CEPA agreement with India, and it's been ratified. And so that's the federal level. Our ministries are working on that. On our side, as a chamber, we're expanding our capabilities and availability around the world to get information. So the UAE is really working in a very concerted manner to actually put all the enablers, where we also bring in technology, we bring in research and development, we bring in talent, not just for our own benefit, because we're a very small economy, but we're about 4 hours away from 2.2 billion people. And that's an amazing market. We're very well connected through Dubai Ports World, Emirates Airlines, Fly Dubai. And so we're building the soft capabilities, powers, the political relationships in terms of business, and the actual physical infrastructure, and now also the knowledge economy, to enable a trilateral gateway for the world. So again, I'll give you a very simple example. Estonia, for example, engaged us in the Global Business Forum for Africa, and they wanted an extended program. For them, we told them, look, the African decision maker is not thinking of Estonia when he's thinking of e-government and technology, and vice versa. How can we help put you on their radar? So they have better alternatives in terms of vendors. Instead of going to the usual suspects, they now have a wider array, and a startup or a scale-up entrepreneur can really get their foot in the door through Dubai.
And thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Omar Abdulaziz Khan. Thank you.
Thank you.